As you can see here, we're going to be doing a repair on my side-by-side GE refrigerator. Alright, I have the PFE 28RS HCSS model. Alright, that's a long one. And if you guys have the same similar model, you know what I'm talking about. This, when I first got it, this is a display. Unfortunately, for about a couple of months, this has been out. And I finally got the part in. This part's been on back order for God knows how long. I finally just called them up, and they finally got the part to me. Now, as you can see, I have no display here. Everything else works. The crush bud, the water, the lights, and if I hit the autofill, that stuff will work. But I have no display. This is the LCD of this unit, and I'll put down the part number that you will require. Now, what took me a while to figure out is how to get this part off. As you know, this is stainless steel. If you look underneath it, there's no screws to pull it out. So this baffled me for a long time on trying to get this part off. And fortunately, I was able to figure it out, and it'll be, my experience will help your guys out if you have this model. Because of course, this is stainless steel, and you don't want to dent your finish. So what you're gonna have to do, and as you can see, I probably got a little bit taken off already, but I just want to demonstrate on how I was able to get this part off, which is like the easiest but most difficult thing to do, because there's nothing on the web that shows you how to take this face off. This is pretty much the trial and error. So let me demonstrate how I figured it out and what you should do. And if you got anything similar to this model, I'm pretty sure it'll probably work also. I'm not 100%, so again, if you're not sure, get your service person to come help you. But I believe if you have this similar model or this similar style, it should work also on your refrigerator. So, all right. So let me show you what I did. All right, guys. Now to get this off. All right. Again, what you're gonna need and what I used a stiff credit card. Well, credit card. In that case, I used the old Costco card I had. And what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to take this thing and slide it, get it between the two creases up here, and just force it in. All right. Once you get it in, you're gonna just get all the way down to here. And on the combination of doing that, and I had like a fine nose flathead, I pretty much just push this in, and you hit like a stop on it. You get around here, and what do? You're pretty much going to be forcing it out this way. All right. And once you get it started, I use this to get behind the metal and pull forward on it. All right. And you're just going to have to work your way around. And when you do, it's going to, let's see, I can do it. Once you get behind it, you're going to push it out. And on the combination of both, avoiding damaging, of course, your refrigerator, it'll pop out. All right. All right. And this is what you'll see. Now I'll try to let you see what kind of tabs. Right here, you see that tab there? It just bites around the edge of here. And the same on this end. You see that little tabs here? It bites on the edge over here. So your main thing, and as you can see, there's a little tab right here on top, right there. This is what you're using that card to get to that point. Excuse me. To push that down so you can pull this out that way. You coming forward, all right? I found it easier trying to pull it from the middle and then work your way outward toward the edge to get it out, all right? It's not going to work going upward. You have to come forward with it. At least that's my experience, all right? And once you get it out, it's easy. The rest is easy. you're just gonna, it's pretty much plug and play. You see connectors here, here, and there's a connector right here. I believe the ground right there. All right. At the same time, being that this circuit is dead, all right, I'm just gonna unplug this off. But before you put your other board on, make sure you unplug your refrigerator. All right, because you don't want to fry that board, the new board, once you get it. All right, so that's how you get this part off. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this over to, I guess, a little workbench area, and I'm going to show you on taking this apart and installing the new one. All right, so let's continue on with that once I got this off. And again, these pieces comes off very easily. All right, it's just you push and pull. All right, I will recommend, if you're not sure, take a picture of this, which I already did, on the layout before you disconnect anything, so you always can refer to that picture on putting it back together. But here it's pretty much straightforward. It has about 3 connectors, 1, 2, and a third one right here. And then that's it, and the board's separated from the refrigerator. All right, so again, guys, that's the, go back over it. I'm gonna repeat myself again. All right, there's a little knob right here. Get yourself a stiff credit card or something flat, slide it in between the 2 joints all the way over. You're trying to pry this upward to make this unit peel back forward towards you. And once you get that going, again, just take the credit card, come around to the edges, and it'll help you pop these things off. It's just folded in, but that's the easiest way to take this off. All right. Again, there's no screws in the bottom for you to unscrew. Some models, they actually screw from the bottom. There's nothing down here that'll help you unscrew it. It's all held in by pressure. So that's how you take the unit off. And once you got it off, the rest is going to be plug and play. There's certain screws on here that you unscrew and put the new LCD board back on. So, but I'll take it to the bench and let's record that and getting that done. All right. All right, guys. Here we go. Gonna open the replacement part for my GE refrigerator. This is how they send it to you. Glass bubble wrap. I was kind of feared. I had a dent in my box. I was hoping it wasn't damaged, but see, it's not. Send you the invoice. All right. Comes in a static shielding bag. All right, because this is a motherboard. All right. As you can see, all right, so treat it as such. Here's the old ones in here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm not gonna open it just yet. I'm gonna take this off first, all right, since this is the bad one, and then we'll open this and then replace it. So let's get that set up. So I'm gonna set this to the side, not to damage it. It looks like we have some hex screws. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 5 hex screws. It's going to come off this board. I believe we're going to have to take this off also. Alright. And to let you know, this part here does lift up. You're gonna have to lift this part here off. Lift up, as you can see that, and bend this to, just bend it to the side. All right, take your time. All right. All right, so you got 2 more connectors you're gonna have to take off the sensors that goes over here. All right. So let's get that done. What I'm gonna do first, before I do anything, what I like to do, I like to take series of pictures as I go along. Okay, I got my picture taken. So I'm gonna disconnect this part. To remember, on the new board, it goes there. Push that to the side, and let's fold that up out of the way. And remember, the outer connector is to the outer sensor. I guess you say inner or the left. Well, right to the right, left to the left. Put it that way. So, right to the right, left to the left. So that's not too hard to forget. Again, these are just push. So just push that and pull right out. It'll come right out. So I got that separated. All right. So look like the total screws I'm gonna be removing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, and that should allow us to lift the board up off its housing. So let me get my tools and get ready to do that. All right. All right, guys. As you can see, I got the screws out now. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna lift up on this, and it pretty much comes right out. All right. And this is your housing where you can put the replacement. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put that to the side quickly. I'll let you take a look at the board. All right, how it comes out. Pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, again, this board display went out. I don't see any way you just can replace the board with, the LCD without replacing the whole board. All right, it's all soldered in on the board itself. It has solder points here, here, here. Yeah. Trying to see where else is connected. Oh, there's a chip. There's a stringer that's going right on the board itself. There's a mini, I guess, circuit board right there. So you definitely have to replace the whole board. All right, because this is way beyond my skill set on just replacing the LCD itself. So even though everything else works, it's just the LCD doesn't work. And that's, you need that for these type of refrigerators. So they replaced this model with an updated version. So I'm hoping they probably had problems and decided to upgrade it. So I'm hoping I got a better unit. But this is how it looks, the old unit. All right, this is no good. This is garbage, So I'm going to put this to the side and bring out the new one. Okay, that's the new board. Put this to the side. Alright, and the part number is right on it right here. So this is the new part number that replaces the old board. This is the old one, the new one. Alright, the first thing I noticed, alright, when you get it, as you can see, the little bottom part is going to be flipped, as you can see, flipped the other way. Initially I thought they sent me the wrong board, but it's not. It looks like I'm going to have to bend this to flip it back, slip it to the correct position. So I just saw that. So let me get that done. Take my time in getting that done. Okay guys, I kind of figured this out now. Alright, what we're gonna have to do, I take my little nose, and what you're gonna do, see this hole here? Just take this and slightly bend upward like this, ever so slightly. Alright, and that will start to break that plastic. Alright, and then it came off. Alright, so again, I'm taking my sweet time with this, but this is a computer part. I'm trying not to touch anything. And just gonna slip it back in. Once you get it in, it won't be a big deal. So what I'm gonna do, so I'm not worrying about recording time, I'm just gonna set this to a time lapse and get this all settled in. Alright. I just want to bring it to your attention also. Once you got everything screwed in, take a look down to make sure your buttons are making proper contact to your push stops. Alright. I kind of took my time. It was kind of misaligned, so you may have to come back and forth and adjust this to make sure all the buttons are hitting the circuit board, so your buttons are functioning properly. So I had to take mine off and on and play with the adjustment and getting it in. It's not too difficult, but again, it's my first time doing this, so I'm not familiar with all the tricks and trade on how to get it done. But everything's lined up. USB is lined up. The LEDs are lined up, and all my buttons are lined up. So I'm comfortable with that. I ended up putting the full screws back in. So that's pretty much it. Alright. What I'm going to do now is just connect all these wires that I took off. Alright, back to the board. Alright. Put that one back in there. As before, right with right. Let me do the left first. Put the left in first. Alright. Put the right in first. The right in second. That's snapped in, okay? And that's it. Now I'm gonna have to take it back to the refrigerator. Before I install it in the refrigerator, I'm gonna make sure I unplug it, then connect it, then plug it back in and see if everything functioned properly. So let's take this back to the refrigerator. This is how it looks. just like the regular one. And let's cross our fingers to see if this thing's working now. Alright guys, I'm back at the refrigerator now. I unplugged the refrigerator before I hook this board up. Alright, you don't want any power surges going into your board here, brand new board. Alright, because these are very expensive. So right now I'm going to take the little ground. I'm going to put it on its end right here. There's another part that goes right here. That's there, that's there. Alright, this part goes right here. Connector goes right there. And this connector goes right here. Alright, and that's pretty much it. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna check my picture that I took previously before I took this off to make sure I'm not missing anything. That's what I'm doing right now. I took a picture of before I took any pieces off, and I just want to check to make sure everything lines up properly. Yeah, everything looks good. So, alright. So I got everything hooked backed up. There's an empty spot there. That as it should be with my model. You may have something different. So all I'm gonna do now is take this little part here, fold it back. This is like a little protective cover, and it's just gonna go over this little lip that's on the circuit board, like that. All right, and that's that. It's all hooked up. So what I'm gonna do before I do anything, I'm just gonna plug it up to see if it's operational. And then if it is good, then I'm gonna unplug it and then install it back into the refrigerator. And there it is. As you can see, the display is working. Excellent. So that's what I want. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna unplug the refrigerator again and then install the plate back in. Alright, and just doing that, it just, as you took it out, alright, it's no really particular way. You just get the wires out of the way. That's pretty much it. Alright. All the wires out of the way, and all you're gonna do is just snap it back into place, which I did. Alright, there you go. Lights on. Guess it has to go through its little boot up process. Crush ice. Cubes. Temperature. Express mode. Ah, there it goes, guys. Everything's working properly. Alright, so I know it's kind of long. I just wanted to be much detail as possible. The most important, I guess, figuring out how to get this off. Alright, so I hope I gave you guys that good tip on how to get this off. After you get this off, the rest is just plug and play. You just follow the screws, take it off, put the new one in, and you're good to go. Alright, that's going to save you $175, maybe $200 for a service charge from your Sears or whoever else is going to come out and service it. You can definitely do it yourself and replace this panel. My word of advice also, if it's out of stock, call the customer service, alright, because that website is not always updated properly. Alright, I was relying on the website to give me the updates, and it was always wrong. So call customer service at GE to get your proper part, or any customer service to help you get your part. So that's it, guys. Repaired my own GE refrigerator, stainless steel. I'm happy, saved me some money, and that's it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please help me grow my channels. Like, subscribe, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.